Hello guys, today is Saturday the 28th I think of May. The other half's in the garden mowing. Dave's there, just being Dave, and I'm up here in my man shade, and the videos are going to start now, so I'm going to be doing the Thunder Race. So I've got the engine there on the bench ready. I've got all the other stuff up there, look. So, and then the frame and stuff is down there. So you can see that there's a swing arm there on the bike. Oh, for fuck's sake. She stalled the lawnmower again. So what I'm going to do is, I bought another rear end for it from this bloke in Anglesey, Alistair, really good bloke, thank you very much Alistair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to completely strip it down and replace all the bearings in the swinging arm, on the linkages, on the wheel. So my next few videos are going to be about that, replacing all the bearings and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do today is get this disc off, if I can. Because everything, I must admit, everything's been solid on the bloody swinging arm. I've got a screw there, look, that's seized in. That's where the hugger was on. Everything's just, well, seized up. So I shall get that out. But my main focus today then is to get that disc off, and to get that little bolt out, and obviously start doing stuff like this. So bear with us, and I shall keep updating you. So the disc, I've just bent 3 Allen keys trying to get them off. So what I need to do is I need to get some heat on it to break the Loctite bond, I think, and then try it again. So I'll do that later on when I find my flame gun, whatever you can call them. So I've taken the linkage off the shock absorber, but you can see this is what I'm up with. It's just absolutely rusted to hell, and all you need is a tiny bit of rust there, and it just ridiculously hard to get off. So same there. But this is what it's all about, isn't it? It's the challenge, it's the achievement of doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace all the bushers, bearings, whatever in that. I need to get a bath cleaner thing to clean the shock absorber up. So what I'll do is I'll get that. I'll buy one of them. I think they're about 60 quid off eBay or something. And then I can at least get them clean. It might look better just cleaned up. It's filthy at the moment. Because I need to do all that as well, clean all that crap. So we're getting on with it slowly. And I can also clean the swinging arm. You can see how dirty that is. I might just take that outside and just give it a quick rub down with the wire brush or something like that. So, and that's not me breathing, by the way, it's him. So I'll clean this up and I'll give you another quick update. What have I bought here? This rear end is a pain in the rear end. It's obvious whoever's used the bike before has just clearly not done any maintenance on it whatsoever. Get off. Dave, get off. You can see there, look, I don't know if you can see actually, but right, let me get it inside here. Right, so you see that? You can clearly see where the chain has been scraping that. All this up here is just like thick black tar type stuff. So I think the best thing to do with this thing, and I've no idea what that is in there, but I think the best thing to do with this thing is to get it sent off for blasting, to be honest with you. I don't know if that needs just a quick sliver of weld sticking down there, then grinding down, but I still haven't managed to get this off. My mould grips just can't seem to grip it, so I definitely need some heat on that, or I need to drill it out or something. So what I'm going to do is, I've decided I'm going to get it all stripped off. I'll get the bearings out, swing arm bearings out, stuff like that. Get all the nuts and bolts off it. Same with this thing here. I'll completely strip that down, get all the bushes out, bearings, and then I'm going to send them both off for blasting. I think that'll be the easiest way. I'm going to paint this anyway, so I've decided I'm going to have it a black matte. In fact, it's going to be sort of like that colour look. The colour of my stereo, it's going to be black. I did one once, a black frame and a black swinging arm, it looked really nice, so I'm going to do the same again. But it's just ridiculous. So what I'll do with that probably is I might drill them pop rivets out and get that off, because clearly that's just been ground down, hasn't it? So I'm not going to do much more on this today. I know it looks like I haven't done much now, but I've been, to be honest with you, pissing about half an hour with that, trying to get that off, so I need to get some heat on that. The nuts and bolts, they were all just solid, and literally it took me 10 minutes just to get one nut and bolt off. So anyway, right guys, so that's about it for this one, but I promise I'm going to do regular ones now, so I'll keep you updated. Okay, thank you. So I'll just sort of start taking these bearings out. God man, they're worse than the bloody nuts and bolts. And then I've got that one out. Got the other side to do. I'm a bit pissed off because it's just the bearing puller just dragged a little bit, but so that's there. Now it's sort of like shattered into little bits. So that's just the actual outer casing. The rest of it, all the other bits are on the floor. So what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to go. Oh, and that's stuck as well. That bloody bolt there, look, that's stuck in. Fucking tell you, man. So what I'm definitely going to do is go and try and find my bloody blowtorch, I think, just to give a bit of heat to it. Try and expand the aluminium a bit because it's just ridiculous, especially these nuts and bolts. So that is definitely it now for this video, and I'll update you when they've been blasted. Right. So I did a bit more yesterday, and I've now got all the bearings out of this, the linkage, and what a job that was. Absolutely ridiculous. They were seized in solid. The bearings wouldn't turn at all, and so I ended up putting it in the oven again. So that was the second attempt to warm it up, and then I got my bearing puller on it, and it still took me 10 minutes to pull them out. Ridiculous. Same with that went in the oven. That came out quite easy. That's the bearing there for it. So that was quite easy. Stuff like this is just manky. So what I've done is I've had it in my new toy I got yesterday, a little lathe. It's just a Chinese thing, an MX210. The reason I got this one is because it saved me about 100. This was second hand. It saved me about 150 quid from buying a new one. And this one's also got a 38mm spindle bore, and that means I can get stuff like this in it from the rear axle and the swinging arm. So the engine's been moved from there to there now, because I'm not ready to do the work on the engine yet. I've still got to do the swinging arm, so I've still got to get the bearings from out of there, and again they're solid, I can't turn them. I've got one out of that side, but you can see there, just look at all that shit, it's just solid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to B&Q and get a blowtorch, because I can't find mine, and I also need a blowtorch to get that chain adjuster out, because that one's seized solid as well, can't even turn it. So what I've done is I've squirted a shitload of WD-40 in there, hoping that it might just soak in a little bit, but it's just ridiculous, it's just guns up to hell. So I need to get the bearing out of there, the bearings out of there, the chain adjuster from there, and then still this from the hugger, and then that can go off for blasting with that and that. I'm not going to blast this because I'm putting another one on. I'm putting one on. Just let me get it in a minute. Right, I'm putting a blue spot on the back, and it needs a different caliper hanger. So I'm not going to bother with this caliper. I'm putting a blue spot on, but I'll show you anyway. On the wheel, yeah, I've still got to get the bearings out of the wheel, so that one's got to come out. And the other thing is, then, as I said previously, that I bent 2 Allen keys trying to get them out, so I need to get that out. And that other bearing there needs coming out as well. And once I've got them out, I'll take the tyre off, and that can go for blasting. So there'll be 3 things for blasting, soda blasting. There'll be the back wheel, the swinging arm, and that. This were all rusted, so what I've done is I've had it in the lathe with a bit of wire wool, and it's just taken me probably, I don't know, 15 minutes just to get it like that. You can clearly see there, look, where the needle bearings sort of like made a mark. Anyway, so little Dave look on the floor asleep because it's too hot outside. So what I'll do is I shall give you an update just before these definitely go for blasting. So it might be a couple of days, might be a week, yeah, I don't know, but I'll put it all in one. So this rear end I bought was a complete waste of fucking money. It's pissing me right off. Every single nut and bolt was seized on it. I still can't get. I went up to B&Q and I bought like a blowtorch thing. I heated that up so much that it was literally bubbling, smoking, cracking, and I still can't get that stud out. I heated up, oh, it's down here, that one there, look, and look what's happened. The bloody, oh, you can't see it, but the bolts snapped. That, I've heated it up again with a blowtorch, and it was absolutely cracking, popping, farting, smoking. In fact, I heated it up so much, to be honest with you, that even here were red hot. And even though I was just going around with a blowtorch like that, and I still can't get that fucking bearing out. It's collapsed. And that's with my puller. In fact, look, I've bent my bloody puller as well. So my puller's bent. Try to get it out. I'm really annoyed. So this is definitely the last video for this session because I'm going to upload this video tonight. And then I'll just do a fresh one as I continue with this. What a nightmare. So I haven't even attempted to get the disc off yet because I'm just fed up. Anyway, see you soon.